Come on. Oh my god, why am I so bad? Come on. We have to get out of this track, otherwise I'm just gonna tell you what happens in the end. It's done. Ah! Oh my god, stop moving. There's two. The third one. Go to the outside, go to the outside. Why'd I go in that direction? It's coming. Stop, don't want that. Oh, sweet. That's the auto save just before I left. Sweet. Alright, here we go. Second time to try. The third time. Well, I've done this boss so many times right now. In the previous recording that I cut it off because all it was me dying constantly over, getting frustrated. Also, the fact you can't skip this cutscene, ridiculous. Okay, come on. Guess I just suck at aiming these days. To the left! Good scream. Boom, right there. Okay, come on, seriously. I should have just got one of them. I just suck at it. Ah. Which way's coming? Which way's coming? Okay, this is the best I've done so far. Good. Now we got a horde to go through. To get past the horde, it's gonna be a little bit more smooth sailing, but I don't know which one to call smooth sailing in this game. Okay, seriously. Don't get close to the hive mind this time around. Wait until you defeat the enemies, then you can relatively get closer. Okay, heal up as fast as you can because stasis. Now this time we're going to aim for the belly, but you really need to avoid the tentacles because they can take out a chunk of your HP if you're not careful. Here comes the belly, open it up, like we did before him with the eyes, and now I'm going to heal. And be careful with the acid, you really want to be careful. Once the thing spits at you, you're going to want to move to the opposite side. And make sure you have enough room. Because you really want to avoid tentacles, left and right. That's the only attacks that it's ever gonna know. If you're backing up far enough, you can kind of predict where it's gonna go. So be careful. That's why you want to save your med pack for the stage. If you don't, you're kind of gonna screw yourself over. You want your best gun out for this part. The plasma rifle, the plasma cutter, anything. You don't want the flamethrower. You don't, because that's gonna screw you over. Actually. And if you do have some range, again, you want stuff with range. And stuff that's gonna get you through. I need to heal up right now. Oh my god, that was such a risk. Open up. Shoot flamethrower. I will take a small med pack though. Go to the left. Right, just enough. Back up enough. Try to get to the right hand side. Left as far as I can get to it. That worked. Oh my god, it worked. Get to the right one more time. Fire! Ah! Just barely missed it. Barely got it. Alright, here we go. Same drill again. God, seriously? Stop that! Come on! Oh my god! Can I do it? Can I do it? For the boys. Woohoo! I don't think that's enough though. Yes, it is story time. Stop moving. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Please tell me we got it. Oh my god, we got it, guys. Here it comes. And like generic boss point, big point battles, we got her. The mindless prey. Let's get the hell out of here. And just like that, guys, we did it. Dead Space remake has been completed. Leave the mark behind because we're going home. Always love that. There it go. There it goes. Dead Space complete. We did it. Now this is the original ending to the original game. In the original game, this would be the first time you would see Isaac's face for the first time. Again, he never spoke, completely wordless.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I wish I could just talk to someone.
Yep, that's how it ended. So, congratulations. You know, that's the end. I really liked this game. It was great, brought back a lot of good memories, a lot of good feedback. I'm glad that this game was successful for EA Motive, and they're like, we want to explore more Dead Space games. Remake, obviously, the second remake will definitely come. Now that one's more heavy action, so he's saying like RE4, like no, this game is more in the vein of classic Resident Evil, you know, the original art Resident Evil 4, not the remake one, but more the classic one, and that way when originally shaped out. But of course, this one was more survival horror than the action horror. You can think of Dead Space 2 to be the Dino Crisis 2 for art. There's still a lot of horror, It's just this time for Dead Space 2, there was a lot more action. So what I like about the remake, I loved everything about the remake. I love the fact that Ishimura was more explorable than the original, which was more linear, so you could always backtrack and do a lot more stuff. That was a good thing. I love how the scares were still all intact. It was like coming back to an old friend. Again, you feel like the thing, either the original thing or Carpenter's thing, the Alien movies. This is definitely up. your alley, so definitely go play this. There's a lot of things that you can do. I'm glad that they brought a new game plus, which adds in an additional ending if you find all the market pieces. Basically, what that means is that if you play the game again on New Game Plus with your save file, you can achieve a new ending with some additional dialogue that gives you context to like and all that stuff. I'll since I'm just here, just talking to you guys. I'll just continue on talking and whatnot. I'll just do that just for fun right now, for New Game Plus fun. At the same time, there's a lot of stuff you can praise about it and how it never lost the visuals of the old game. It's still a lot of it still was in-game engines and whatnot back in 2008. So you're like, that was back in 2008. Like, it's like yes and everything. For some of the character models, I did not like them.
I think it's me.
They're all right. They're serviceable,
Oh, I wish I
very
could talk to
much.
you.
But there's a difference
I'm
between when you
sorry.
look at their models
I'm
from
sorry
the
about
original
everything.
game to what they have
I
in a
just wish I
remake.
could talk to someone. It's
Like
all
his wife's model is more was
falling
supposed to be
apart here.
more
I
younger in
can't
the original
believe
because
what's
versus
happening.
like de-aging technology and whatnot that
It's
advanced in the
strange.
future. The remake design is
Such a little thing.
you could say is more believable if you want to.
That's right. Nicole?
Yeah,
That's
was
fine.
deferred for a couple
Daniel
weeks.
Summers model, like
5 minutes out, you
I
still
guess
got
I
that thing
like,
on
but I still
repeat.
prefer her original.
Guess you really miss her.
Even the captain's
Wish it
model
was
is
not a
more
job you turned
different.
down, but 6 months apart with only vid
Like
calls.
Isaac's model,
It's rough.
I'm still iffy.
Easy to
I
say
like
the
his
wrong
original
thing.
design, especially
I don't
in
blame you.
Dead Space
I'd
2,
listen to my
but
girlfriend
it's
over her
great to
never
have his
citing
voice
security
actor back
protocols.
because
War rooms,
continuity is
war
one
arms,
thing,
Daniels.
and tells you
So you keep
that
saying.
they at
Here we
least
go.
reach out to him and say like,
Nice
hey,
clean
would you
re-entry.
be a part of this? And I'm glad he came back for the game and for the fans because
Welcome to
that's awesome.
HSF.
Can't wait to hear you again in Dead Space 2 remake.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk
I
of
love
rock.
how the Ishimura design is
To
still
an independent
creepy,
miner, that's
mysterious.
paradise.
Again,
Aegis 7 is
it's
one of
that
the richest
classic
finds in CEC history.
alien
Some
vibe. It's
prospecting
so
team set up for life.
wonderful. It's very great. Let me just turn off the audio. It's such a great design. It's so creepy and whatnot. The sound design is pretty spot on for this game. Save for some of the weapon designs. Again, if you've had this game with the original game, how the plasma cutter should sound, you're missing that feel. You're missing that. Music is so creepy as hell, but there's a lot of good moments in this game that when the music hits, it hits, and when the scares hits, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's all wonderful. I love stuff like this. We need more games like this, or what a proper remake should be. Again, do we need the original Dead Space remake to happen at all? They could have just poured the original game over. That's all they had to do for PS4, PS5, and all whatnot. Especially for those who have PCs, who are still playing the original game on PC. They'll tell you, saying that, or those who have the original game, like myself, will say, no, they did not need to do that. But does it justify the remake? Not exactly, but it's fun to have this game on the remake, on the PS5, on the Xbox family. So this is great to have still. So I encourage you to go buy it and go play it and show support to EA and Motive. Just be like, hey, we will buy this game and we'll buy the remake for part two for the second game to make it even better and scarier. And rectify Dead Space 3 somehow. Now, Daniel's betrayal in this one, I want to say it was more done better in the original because since Isaac couldn't Tarek, you could only hear the conversation between these for Hammond and Daniel to see who was going to betray you in the end or who was more lying manipulative. Here they tried to make it more subtle, but since I play the original and I know all the twists and turns, sorry, Daniels. I like to say I'll give her voice actress credit because She was pretty convincing for the most part, but I'm just going along the story. I'm like, yeah, I know you're gonna betray me in the end, so sorry. Hammond's death this time around, I think, was more serviceable, was more better. I think Mercer's death should have been far more bloodier and gorier. The Hunter still goes out in the most a lame way, I guess. I mean, you had to kill it off somehow. That's understandable, but I wish it was more handled different. That's always gonna be me, but and only gonna be me. I would like to say for the most part, the graphics are gonna hold up pretty nicely for this game. But if you play the original, still holds up great. But I think overall, I still enjoy this game. There's a lot of positive I can say. It's just that the negatives are just small, but just are not there yet. Again, here's the thing: the twist that Nicole has been dead all along is such a brilliant move by the developers. If you kind of pause the game for a while, like it's paused for a while in the original, uh, Nicole can actually appear from time to time, but it's rare. But if you catch it, it's actually pretty unique at how they did it that way. But the way they tell you that Nicole is dead off the bat, it's subtle, very subtle. Here's the thing: it's all the chapter titles. It's all the chapter titles. They spell out. Take one letter from each chapter. First one, N-I-C. Nicole is de- dead. They literally tell you in the chapters before you even arrive on the Ishimura, even before you get the final full message, that Daniels knows exactly what it is. She's been dead the entire time. That, my friends, is how you do it's subtle. Oh no, but if like it's because you never see her die. That's the point. You never find her body. There are some rumors going around, as always in Dead Space, is that you can actually find her in one of the chapters, or is that the other person from the short adult animation film that takes place before your arrival, and you get to see the actual outbreak happen. So there's that. So essentially, you see a phantom, you see the ghost, you see exactly, as Daniel says, what the marker wants you to see. And because your mind is being so much corrupted by the marker and everything, it should have been obvious to you, the player, she's dead. But for story point, again, Isaac is going crazy. And the more crazy he gets, you start to believe you can't separate from what's fiction from reality. So I think that's great. I think that's actually amazing that they did that. So that was wonderful. Wonderful. But I still say this, the original twist still works great. Does the twist work here? It still does. But there's one small issue. I know the twist already because I played the game before you. I know the twist because she was never there. I think it would have worked better because someone said this too. Had the doctor from you were helping out in the chapter to help eliminate the Leviathan, if she walked with you, I think it would have been more convincing that way. If she started to walk with you and then you were fighting the necromorphs and she was and you were protecting her to make the twist more believable. Because again, once you get on that ship, you can't go anywhere else. It's because they want you to finish the game, obviously, of course, and this is it. This is the end. So that's great. Again, a new game plus, if you find all the missing like the market pieces, you set that up, you get yourself additional dialogue near the end of the game, and you know, instead of saying this is all I got, Isaac says, "What do you want from me?" And the extended ending is Isaac still talking to a dead Nicole. It's just that this time around, you see that Isaac has gone insane and started writing down all the marker pieces. Again, the first death in this game is so well done, it's not even scripted. You can't even see it happen. It's amazing. So again, a game that came out back in 2008 still holds its unique charm, its original identity. Yeah, they took some inspiration from Resident Evil. Yeah, they did from Carpenter's Thing and the Aliens and Thing in general. But guess what? This just makes it more better because hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, you're never gonna get an experience like this ever again. Now, granted, you could say that all Visceral had to do was to copy their homework from Resident Evil 4, but here's the thing, they're still great games. If you play Resident Evil 4, you'll like Dead Space a lot. If you play Dead Space, you'll like Resident Evil. Or if you play Dead Space, you'll like RE4. But again, I encourage people to play both and try them out. I love this game series, except for Dead Space 3. No, thank you. But Dead Space 2, oh, that's gonna be a game, my friends, once that remake comes out. So overall, I did enjoy this game. Uh, it's fun going down memory lane, and it was fun revisiting this again. I love it. Thank you so much to EA Motives and the rest of and Electronic Arts for not being like, yeah, we're not gonna do be greedy microtransactions. So I just want to say thank you for that, for just listening to the fans and just getting us a good game. So thank you. Pl- Please, goddamn it, EA, when you do stuff like this, I'm happy along with the developers and the fan base because we can get cool content like this again. We can get cool experience, and that's what I want. I want experience. I want to play the game countless times and get back. I've always, of course, the cut off the limb part is so dang cool. It's amazing because that's where you need to aim, cut off the limb. So if Dead Space 2 remake is on the horizons, take your time, do what you did with this game, improve what does need to be improved upon, and keep the core experience alive, please. And rectify Dead Space 3, because, ugh, I do not want to go through Dead Space 3 again and be like, I'm disappointed again, but I'll give this game a 9 out of 10. I really liked it, I really enjoyed it. Fun to play this game again, but I shall see you guys next time. Either hopefully when the live stream is finally fixed, to when things are finally, and probably another discussion man video. So thank you all so much. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for enjoying.